Hey y'all, it's Justin here. Hope you guys are having a good week. It's really rainy over in here in Indiana. I guess we're having like a storm front coming through. But it's supposed to be done about 11 o'clock or so. So it's about 9:30 when I'm recording this. So I've been having some thoughts lately on Benchmade knives specifically. So I have a few Benchmade knives. This is my 535 bug out in M390 and aluminum scales. Of course, it has the axis lock, as do most all Benchmades. Um, and then this is the, I don't know what some people may call the copycat. This is the Hogue, the Ritter Hogue, and I don't know what the full name is, but this is the like Halloween special edition version with the orange G10 and the black coated blade instead of the satin blade and black handle. Yeah, I've just been having some thoughts on kind of Benchmade as a knife company and how they relate to, or how their kind of their existence in the knife industry. Um, what their place is, and I don't know, kind of where I see them going from here. I've sort of been up and down with Benchmade. Um, I didn't really used to like them, especially when their quality was so bad. You never knew what you got. We were gonna get out of the box. I mean, you would get centering that was way off. This one looks pretty good. Stiff actions, blade play. Even fairly recently, maybe 6 months back, I got a regular bug out that had a pretty bad grind from the factory, and it was actually missing the S30V marker on the blades, like where this says M390. It was just blank. And it was kind of funny because the guy that I sold it to or ended up selling it to, was the one who actually identified the fact that the blade steel was missing from the blade. So I emailed Benchmade about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we must have just missed it during production." It's like, come on, guys. Like, who? I mean, I know mistakes happen, things happen, but like missing the knife steel marker on the blade. I mean, come on. So I don't know. I was pretty down on Benchmade a while back, and then I purchased, I don't know, a couple of them, and they were pretty nice. I had a 940-1 and a couple others, and then I sold those. I kind of missed having a 940, so I picked up the two that are in one of my earlier videos, talking about those, the 940-1, and then the Cabela's 940. And I can link that video in the description. But yeah, so then I picked up those. I picked up the regular bug out that I just talked about, and then I also picked up this guy, and as well as a Fact automatic. And I've really been enjoying them. But then I really got to thinking, and this is sort of what I'm getting at with this video is, why, considering everything else that's in the knife market right now, why would I buy a Benchmade over something like this Hogue here? I mean, the Hogue is essentially just a better griptilian, which I wish I had a griptilian. I have the bug out here for comparison because it's the closest thing that I have to the Ritter. But the Ritter is basically just a griptilian with G10 and a better blade steel, and in my opinion, a better lock. It's a little bit subjective, I suppose, but I just like the feel of the studs on the Hogue lock better. I think they call it the Able lock. And this was also smoother out of the box than most other Benchmades that I've handled. Additionally, the amount of blade play on this was far less than most Benchmades. I don't even know if this had any blade play. No, it doesn't. So, yeah, it's like, why would I buy a griptilian or even a bug out, even this bug out, over this Hogue? I mean, They essentially have the same blade steel. They both have a coated blade. This does have a little bit nicer materials because it has the aluminum handles. But, you know, this is also $60 more than the base Ritter Hogue. This one was, I think, $200 just because it's the special edition. But if you get the base model, I think it's like $165, which is a crazy deal. And then I see the Hogue, what are those called? The Decas. I've seen the Decas, and they run like $150. The Magna Cut one was $200. And, you know, again, for this bug out, you're looking at $230, probably more now that Benchmade's raised their prices. A 940-1 now is $320. I just saw that on the website. Yeah, so I guess I'm sort of having a conflict now. I mean, I've had more exposure to Hogue knives. This is the first Ritter Hogue that I've owned. I have an automatic, like an EX01 maybe, that I've had for a while. Not as analogous to Benchmade as this thing. I've never had a Deca or anything like that, but after I got this and then experienced Benchmade again, I really started to, yeah, like I said, just wonder why I would keep buying Benchmades and not put the money into a Hogue with the Able lock or something else. I don't know, ProTech Malibu, you know, a little bit different style lock, but the fit and finish on those and the action and everything, it's fantastic. And, you know, like, again, Benchmade, it's an okay pocket clip, but this thing is, for a $200 and some knife, I mean, it works okay, I guess. I mean, it's just a stamped pocket clip. Not so different from this, I suppose, but yeah, just something to think about, I guess. I'm not going to go on too long about this, but you know, you have options coming out of Hogue all the time now that are very similar to what Benchmade makes. It's almost like they're doing Benchmade better. It's like when people used to talk about ZT making Hinderer design knives and how they would make Hinderer knives better than Rick Hinderer. It's kind of how I feel about this. Hogue is making a Benchmade Griptilian better than Benchmade. I kind of think of this as a Griptilian. And, you know, even I'd buy this over a bug out or maybe even a 940. I mean, the 940-1, yeah, it's got the carbon fiber handles. It's got the S9EV. But arguably, I mean, this is in 20 CV, which you can see there. Arguably, that's a better steel than S9EV. It's more balanced. I guess depending on what you're going to use it for. But, yeah, so just my thoughts on that. I don't know if I'm going to sell off a majority of my Benchmades. I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure about that. So I guess we'll see where it goes. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments about this. You know, what do you think about Benchmade versus Hogue? You know, maybe you're just loyal to Benchmade. Maybe you just enjoy them, and that's fine. I've been pretty hard on them for a long time, and you know, I do want to point out that their quality and everything has gotten better. I mean, they have an excellent warranty. So if you like them, you know what, you like them, good for you. But Hogue sure offers a pretty compelling option. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, you know, drop them below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Leave a like, and we will talk to you all in the next one. Have a good week.